Hi everybody, it is April and we're in my craft room. I've already shown you how to make this block. Today we are going to learn how to make this block and how the two of these together can make something beautiful. Here I want to go over what we did for the block that I've already made in a previous video. And I will be putting a link to that full video in the description, and I'll also put a little blurb up in the corner in case you want to see the full video of how to make this first block. And what I did is I used the Crazy 8 from Creative Grids, designed by Karen Montgomery. I didn't use the whole set. There were two different pieces of that Crazy 8 ruler set that I used to make this block. So we cut out what looks like a Dresden. Actually, we get two Dresdens out of this one rectangle piece of fabric. Now we're going to go back in time. Let's hop in that DeLorean and we are going to go back to where I cut out that Dresden using the Karen Montgomery ruler from Creative Grids. No, Creative Grids is not sponsoring this video, but if Creative Grids wants to sponsor, I would be happy to have that happen. So I am sewing the triangle piece, which was cut out using the Crazy 8's ruler, and I'm adding it to the Dresden, and I put one of those on each side of that Dresden, and that creates that block. And here we are going to add the second triangle to the other side of our Dresden. And we are going to chain piece. Now, when you cut the triangle out, it is very important to make sure that you clip off the pointy part of your triangle. One part of your triangle when you use the ruler, and I'll have to figure out which ruler it is. I know I've got it somewhere. It's automatic that you clip off the pointy edge, but the other pointy edge, you have to move your ruler in order to clip off that corner. I am at a crop while I am shooting this video, so I am taking a stab at doing a voiceover. Let me know what you think. There was a whole lot of background noise going on, and if you're not familiar with a crop or a retreat, it's where you have a bunch of people gather, and we did this for a day. You pack up all your stuff, you take it with you, you unpack it, you work on projects, you pack it back up, take it back home, and unpack it. Sometimes I wonder why I go to these things, but I did get a lot done, so I will say that for it. Also, we were raising money for a group called BAMCO. It's a group who's focused on Christian ideals, and they not build houses, they do renovations and whatnot. So this is the second block that we're going to work on. It is amazing what we can make with the two blocks. So I gave you a little overview of part of the first block that I made, and you can actually see the first block right above the mat. It's got the floral Dresden that I was cutting out with the two pink flaps, I'm gonna say, on the other side. So now we're working on block 2, and that consists of cutting strips and then cutting squares. So we're going to use these squares with another ruler to make the second block. And then we are also incorporating the same pink fabric in this second block. So we're going to cut some strips out of this pink fabric for that second block. It is a lot of fun to see how these blocks come together as you're doing the different pieces. So here we're going to subcut into smaller squares. And then I don't know if you have one of these. I think I actually got this ruler. It's another Creative Grids ruler, and it can be used for making binding, and it is called, you know, you can never find this stuff when you need it. It is called the Folded Corner Clipper Ruler. Pretty sure I bought it to do binding, but you are going to be amazed at what you can do with that ruler. I had no idea. And here are the squares. This particular block is going to use 3 different fabrics. So you've seen that we cut out the green and the pink. Now we are also using the same floral that was in the block that you see at the top of the mat. And this essentially gets cut the same way that the pink was cut. And there are our squares. So here is all the fabric that we're going to be using, and here we go. This is where the magic happens. So we've got our center square, and we're going to take one of our smaller squares and we're going to put it in the corner of that square. And then we're going to use this folded corner clipper ruler, and it's so easy. You just put that on the corner of the smaller piece of fabric, smaller square, and put it at the measurement that the square is, and then you slice the corner. You know, spoiler alert. And you can sew it, and it becomes a corner. How awesome is that? You don't have to do any clipping of dog ears. It is amazing. So then you take the next little piece, put it in the corner of your bigger center block, and you do the same thing with the corner clipper. I did rotate it because I think it works better that way. I think that's the only way actually that it will work. And amazingly enough, when you do this for the second time, got to straighten that out. You know, it's got to be perfect. You know how I believe in perfection, right? Set that there. This is the first time I've done this, so I was, I think, a little timid. And magically, you have my hand right up in that camera. And there you go. Guess what I did? I took those little bitty corner pieces that we chopped off, and I sewed all of them together. Look at those teeny tiny little scrap blocks. All right, now we're working with our floral fabric. So we're going to take the squares that we cut using our floral fabric, and yeah, you guessed it, we're going to do the same thing over and over and over. And look, it is magic. We have this cute little block and more scraps. Look at that. Aren't you impressed? I'm so proud of myself for sewing those little bitty squares together. Of course, they have dog ears that have to be chopped off, but they are at least sewn and in my stash. What am I going to do with them? I have no idea. Well, I'll figure it out though. I know that there's something. I guess I could just start sewing them all together and add to them and make a scrap quilt, you know, that will be big enough to put in your lap in 100 years. A thing of beauty. Now you've seen how we made this block and this block. So now let's see how we can put those together and what it's going to look like. Here you can see that this block fits here, and this block fits here. And that makes a very cool block. I am sure that there are other blocks that you can make, but let's see what this would look like in a quilt with, I don't know, say 20 of these blocks. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I think I'm going to call this quilt the kaleidoscope quilt. What do you think? Have a great day, eat some chocolate, be kind to everyone. Until next time, bye.